Alrighty guys, welcome. Are you ready for the most nerdy video you have seen this year? Damn bro, you about to get nerded the fuck out. You ready? Alright, so, listen bro, I'm gonna talk about what you're gonna expect when you go on a cold approach journey. I've had a lot of clients ask me like, what can they expect in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months? And this is kind of the journey I went on, and I'm gonna relate it to the way you approach and how it's gonna change and what kind of results you're gonna get in the process. Shout out to the guy with the hat in the background. He looking fresh today. Now, hey, dropped your sandal. You dropped your sandal. All right, so first things first, what you do is you start off indirect. You start off by just talking to anybody, just being social, approaching literally anybody. You can approach the surfers, you can approach anyone on the beach, you can approach people that are older than you, younger than you, it don't matter. You're just talking to people, you're just being social. That's how you start off. The goal is to start to get used to the fact that, hey, the world's not such a bad place. You can say hi to somebody, you'll get some negative reactions, you'll get some positive reactions, and you'll get everything in between. But the key is you focus more on the positive than you do on the negative. And that is how you start off your cold approach journey. What I get my clients to do is very often I'll get them to do compliments, I'll get them to ask for recommendations, I'll get them to just walk up to groups and be like, hey guys, I'm just trying to be social. You know, I just got out of the house, I had a long work day and you guys seem cool. I wanted to say hi. That's how you start off the journey. We got a Ukrainian model in the background. I said hi earlier, just flexing on us right now. That's awesome. I'm not gonna bother them, they're doing a photo shoot. But maybe later, we'll see. So that is the first part of the journey. It's to me. All right, let's talk about the second part of the journey. This is where things start to get interesting. This is where you start to go direct. And this is where you start to talk to girls you're attracted to. And you don't even have to be like crazy. Like you don't have to only approach the models. You can approach anybody. And the reason why you want to do this is you want to actually start to get comfortable expressing yourself man to woman. That's what my mentor used to say. Man to woman is essentially where you are a man and you're confident and okay with being a man who likes women. I mean, you see it all the time. You see guys who are like scared to say to a girl that they like her, and then you see guys who are just flirting with every girl possible. You want to start to become more like the guy who's comfortable with the fact that he can flirt. You don't want to get stuck in just being social. That is a phase where a lot of people get stuck in, and then they're like, you know what, I really want to get girls and I want to learn how to flirt, but I'm just talking to everybody and it's unfulfilling. Like that is just the stepping stone into what you actually have to do, which is to become social. You want to be direct. Literally walk up to somebody, someone you like, and just say that you like them and just be okay with that, be cool with that. So that is the next phase. Hi, how's it going? And that's step number 2. You just start to become direct. And what I recommend my clients to do at this phase is they walk up to a girl, give her a compliment, just say, hey, you look very beautiful today. I just want to let you know, have an amazing day. And you don't even try to approach, you just walk off. And that kind of gets you that positive reaction and the positive feedback that you need to realize you're allowed to flirt. So that's the second phase, direct approaches. This is when you start going on dates. This is when you start to get your first really awesome experiences. This is the fun part. If you can overcome this hump and you can just walk up and do a direct approach in a confident way, you will eventually, after hundreds of approaches, find a girl that likes you. There's just no way around it. If you're even somewhat cool, somewhat normal, you will get a girl that likes you. There is a girl out there who likes you, I promise. You would be surprised what kind of people are out there, because I'm like, for example, I'm like this really nerdy, I'm not that nerdy, but I'm pretty nerdy sometimes. And I'm like this really different black sheep kind of guy. And most girls won't like me, I'll be honest. Most girls look at me and they think I'm weird. But then some girls, they think I'm the most cool person in the world, and I think that's how it should be if you're being yourself. So that's step number 2. You're gonna start to do some direct approaches. That's the next phase of the game, boys. All right, step number 3. You're actually gonna go back to being indirect. And here's why. You actually wanna start to practice being social again. You wanna start to build wingmen, like a lot of wingmen. You wanna start going out at night. You wanna start having a social circle. If you are taking things to the next level, granted you didn't find a girlfriend, you wanna start to build a quote unquote roster or even just a female friend list. And you wanna just have fun being social again. Now, the key is this. you have flirtation on your tool belt. So when a girl likes you, you know how to pull that out and flirt with her. So you're not scared to take your chances because you've taken many chances and you failed and you've succeeded. But now you actually want to practice being social again, just to level up your charisma to the next level. Or maybe you're leading boot camps, that's for me. Or maybe you're working at a job where you're managing, or you're doing something where people are looking up to you and you're the source of good energy in the environment. This is gonna help you in business. This is gonna help you with your confidence in general in life. You're talking to everybody. You're just this extroverted personality. Like, dude, once you get your flirtation down, you're going on dates and you know how to pool, level up your personality in general. You wanna start to go to social events, networking events. You wanna start to travel and talk to everybody. And you don't have to flirt with every girl anymore because, well, dude, you've done that. And it's okay to just be social and be cool. And very often when you go indirect in this phase, girls will start to chase you. You'll just go indirect, you'll be cool. They'll know that you know how to flirt and you won't feel the need to flirt either. You won't feel the need to always have to try to get the girl. And because of that, the girl will often try to flirt with you and then you'll have girls chase you a bit, which is a nice feeling. And that's the natural progression of the game. I started to do this in around December of last year, where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna practice for like a few weeks, just going indirect as much as possible. And what ended up happening was I was invited to way more cooler things because they were like, oh, well, he's not just gonna try to flirt with us, he's cool. I had girls start to chase me more. And while sometimes you can be put in the friend zone, because you're this naturally flirty guy, because you've practiced for flirtation, you won't always get put in the friend zone, and very often you'll be able to find a girl that likes you. Oh, we got my friend here. She's always here, bro. Always run into the same girls on this beach. It's normal here. It's normal because I'm always out here filming, and they're always out here walking. Hi, how are you? Hello, friend. You doing all right? Hi, friend.
Hello.
Good to see you. Should I give you a hug? You seem like a huggable person. Shawty, what's up, Shawty?
I'm shy. My English is so bad.
Do you like when guys say hi to you on beach? Nah.
If it's a handsome guy.
Okay.
Of course.
Only if he's attractive. Got you. Fair enough. Good answer. Good answer. Hello. Getting me dirty, bro? Getting me dirty? That's a good answer. Yeah, fair enough. And how long are you going to live here for in Bali?
I don't know. I have dogs up here.
I know, you have dogs.
Yeah.
You're a Bali girl. For real. I'm going to be here for 1 month and then I'm leaving.
Where?
I enjoy saying hi to you.
Yeah.
You're very nice. You're kind. Give me a hug.
I don't hate you already.
You don't hate me anymore. That's good. Glad you don't hate me. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day. All right. Okay, what am I doing? What's number 4? Number 4. We're going back to direct, boys, and let me tell you why. This happened to me during my boot camps. After I was gone through my indirect phase, I went into the biggest, and I'm not saying you got to do this. I'm just saying what happened to me. So you take everything I say with a grain of salt. All right? So after my indirect social phase again, phase number 4, I went through the biggest. I'm gonna hold my tongue here. There's a girl's walking in front of me. They seem cool though. I went through my biggest fuckboy phase that you could ever imagine. I was going straight flirty. Like I would walk up to a girl and just be like, "What up? Damn, you fine." And I was getting crazy results. I was getting like really quick makeouts on the beach. I was getting makeouts at the club every single day. I was making out with a new girl. I was pulling like once or twice a week, and I was getting really good at flirting. And for the first time, I was like the most flirty guy at the club. Like I was that guy. Like when I walked inside, I was the guy who was unafraid to flirt, unafraid to say hi, unafraid to be myself, unafraid to express that, hey, I think you're freaking cute. And it was really honestly, in my opinion, a liberating feeling. Like I never felt like that guy in my entire life. On phase 4 is when I feel like my identity changed the most. When I wasn't just like the fuck boy. I wasn't pretending to be the fuck boy. I was the fuck boy. I became that guy. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm not saying that's even a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying what happened to me after going out for so long. This is where I feel like my quote unquote game got the best, where I was able to understand when to pull, what a girl is going through and all those things. So that was phase number 4. phase number 4. Inevitably, all great things must fly down to an end. Eventually, I landed softly into phase number 5, which is the phase I'm in now. And what is phase number 5, you might be wondering? It is back to indirect, I know. Back to being more social. But here's the caveat, here's the thing now, here's why. After a while, you get to a point where you want deeper, more long-term fulfilling connections. And because of that, you're a little bit less likely to let just anybody in your life, male or female. And you get back to being indirect, but it's because you're actually becoming a discerning individual. You're actually like thinking in your head, you know what, is this a girl that I even like? Is this someone I want to hang around? And ideally, I know a lot of you guys will want to be like, you should just go straight to that phase. Why wouldn't you just go straight to being like that? But the problem is, if you're a newbie, you don't know how to flirt, you'll just get friend zoned anyway, so it doesn't matter. So now when I'm approaching and I'm at the club, I'm genuinely asking myself, is this somebody I want to hang out with tomorrow? Or is this someone I'm just going to have like a little fun with right now and just dance with? But I'm not willing to chase as much as I was in the last phase. I'm really just discerning. Like, I have a rule set in my own head where if I'm gonna get intimate with anybody, if I'm gonna become good friends with a guy, if I'm gonna make someone and get them in my life, I want to make sure that they're actually a right fit, they're lifting me up energetically, they're a good person, and I wanna enjoy actually being around them. So that is the last phase. And it's more of and this is where I honestly think things are getting really exciting. And don't get me wrong, if I like a girl and I want to go direct, I will still go direct. Now it's a little bit more like choice, where I have the tools in my toolkit. I have the power to be extremely flirty, to escalate very quickly. I know when I could make out with a girl right away, but sometimes I choose not to because I'd rather just be friends and not have this weird vibe with a girl I barely know. So now I'm coming into more of what a girl's frame would be. A girl who has multiple options. She knows she could pretty much fuck any guy, a hot girl. She could pretty much have sex with any guy she wants, but she chooses not to because she has options. Or not even that she has options, just because she just energetically understands that you don't want to surround yourself with every single person. It can be very draining. So that is phase number 5. Now the game for me is actually becoming a lot more fun, and it's given me a lot of ideas for a new course and program that I'm going to release out in January. And I'm not going to tell you what it's called. I'm not going to tell you anything about it yet, but it involves making your friends win, having a lot of wingmen, having female friends. And it's more like playing social chess than social checkers. What's up, guys? How's it going? All right, all right, all right. So that's pretty much it. That's phase number 5. I feel like I'm more of like a social connector now, where when I'm talking to people, I'm trying to connect everybody. I'm just trying to vibe. I'm not nearly as needy as before, and I'm just trying to approach to have a good time. And it's more about the people I'm around and the connections I make, the deeper connections, than it is just the fast pulls and the oh my god, she's looking pretty. Damn, she walking like she walking. She walking like she know what she walking. I don't even know what to say to that. She was really cute. Wow, I should have got her in the video. She's actually been in a previous video. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's phase 5. That's where I'm at now. I hope you enjoyed today's nerdy video. I hope it gave you some value. This is all a game to me now. Like, I'm genuinely playing in my head social chess. Like, I'm just, like, the point isn't even to get laid anymore. That's the funny thing. Because it's like, after a while, you get kind of, you know, you've just been through enough. So now I'm just trying to meet people. I'm trying to get my friends laid. I'm trying to have a good time. And I'm just trying to see how good I can get with my social skills, my confidence, how big of a social circle I can build in Bali. And the game's genuinely becoming more interesting again. Whereas before, it was becoming, for a little bit, I had a few comments that said this too, and I was like, yeah, it's sort of true. For a little bit, it kind of felt like, you know, I'm getting laid, I'm going out a lot, but what's the point of it? Now I'm trying to go deeper, So, that's pretty much it, boys. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love. Much love to you guys for tuning in.